Hello, cookbook friends, and welcome. Today we're going to look through briefly Praisesong for the Kitchen Ghost. This is by Crystal Wilkinson. So what it says here in the sleeve, I have not read this, by the way. I'm just presenting it to you as a reader, as a cookbook lover. Maybe you love food history as well. So it says, it's a lyrical culinary journey that explores the hidden legacy of Black Appalachians through powerful storytelling alongside nearly 40 comforting recipes. There are a lot of beautiful stories in here. There's great photos of ancestors, of Crystal's ancestors, or even other people who, other contributors to this book, and they've given us photography and recipes and stories. It's really quite beautiful, and I really love the combination of all of these things. This is a really, really important book, and I am going to read through it. I just haven't had the chance quite yet. So for those of you that are into food history and would love to know more about the recipe, something that Crystal does, here's a beautiful photo so you can see, is she tells us that we don't necessarily have to emulate or replicate every single thing that our ancestors did. Some of the recipes or ingredients aren't necessarily the exact same, but we can put on the same apron and we can still honor our ancestors and honor the people who have contributed to just this legacy here and the people that have influenced us over time. So I love that. And I love how she's actually talking about some of these recipes. So for instance, this recipe, let's look at it real fast. So it says here, it's a specific recipe, and all of it's written down like old school. It's like we have 3 sticks of butter, 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour, all of that here. It is her grandmother's jam cake. So it's not written out like a recipe book. This is definitely more literary, and it definitely takes me back because I have even my grandmother, she had these little note cards that she would just have like a stream of consciousness and write all of her recipes down. And, you know, there wasn't all of these steps that you would go through. But here we do have on the other side the step-by-step things here, the ingredients, how everything is made in a more orderly fashion at the same time. So that's kind of cool. You could get a little bit of both. So let's look at some more photos. We have some beautiful photos of family. I love that. I love glimpses into history like this, especially just like more meaningful history. Now we get to learn more about our authors and contributors. So here we have hot milk cake. My mouth is watering. I just had breakfast. I don't understand. This looks and sounds fantastic. All right, out into the wild. I've visited Florida, but I've never visited just going on the east. I would love to travel and check out the Appalachians. There's just so much. It always sounds so magical, and there's so much history there, so I really want to check it out. It just seems like the west side of the United States is like a whole different world versus like the east, even just culturally speaking, so I kind of want to check it out. And seeing these ingredients, like these are fiddleheads. I know we have them, but I love seeing stuff like this in cookbooks too. It's like, what? I need to use fiddleheads. Anyway, moving on, let's find some more. We have dressed eggs. Some people might call these deviled eggs. This is definitely a family favorite in my house. And it's got a few things that are a little different than how we prepare our deviled eggs. Moving on, we have, it says basket meeting green beans and new potatoes. So good. This would be a really awesome feast option for the holidays or just a fall feast. It just screams autumn to me. It looks beautiful. Yummy. Okay, so moving on here, we have hearty sandwich bread. So for those of you that might be curious, everything is in U.S. measurements. But again, this is a literary journey, so just, you know, enjoy the story. Be fun to cook these recipes alongside as you are exploring all of these recipes and all of these stories, and you kind of get a real like just a little bit of a feel for how things were or how things are prepared, and enjoy some of these dishes simultaneously as you're, you know, soaking up all of that history. Here we have creamy tomato soup. Simple, beautiful, looks amazing. All right, well oh God, There's a couple things on this page. We have angel food cake right here. There is a pimento cheese with a kick, which is going to be here. And man, I know lots of people buy this at the store. You can just make it. We have a classic Benedictine and chicken salad with curry tea sandwiches. I am definitely drooling a little bit. That all sounds great. That's like a perfect, just like get together with friends, have some cute tea sandwiches and some snacks and some cake. Here's the angel food cake recipe right here. Love that. And here's some blackberry jam. In fact, that would be great on the angel food cake. And it looks so good. It's so vibrant and bright. I don't think my camera's doing this justice. Biscuits with a blackberry soup. Wonderful. You can do like clotted cream on that too and make it substantially amazing. Lots of pictures. Just not just of food, which is great. Praisesong biscuits. This looks good. It looks so tiny. Very simple, wholesome ingredients. So it's just flour, milk, butter, and vegetable shortening for these. 4 ingredients for these beautiful biscuits. Here we have a, let's see if I can find this. I mean, this looks really good. I have to know. It is a gingerbread and sauce. So it looks like a different, is it chocolate? No, it's a totally different sauce. Cornstarch, sugar, raisins, vanilla extract, and butter. Interesting. We have a sweet sorghum cookie recipe here. Another very simple dish. Moving forward a little bit more, as you can see, there's a lot of beautiful bakes, but we do have Indian Creek chili. That looks yummy. And this is a chicken and noodles dish. This reminds me of my childhood. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. There's something about this that just reminds me of being a kid. Here we have the, let's get the recipe itself, Ron's pulled pork recipe. That looks fantastic, especially up close. And we have a Christmas chapter here, so we get a glimpse into like Christmas time. Love this idea. Easy old-fashioned popcorn balls. Are you one of those people that maybe decorates with popcorn? I've always been curious about doing that, is popping popcorn and then putting them on a string. I know popcorn balls are totally different, but if you make enough, you can do this with some of the leftovers. It'd be really great. Here we have a broccoli, sage, sausage, and cheese quiche. So you can kind of see a little bit of how this book is. It's beautiful. There's a lot of stunning photos of history, food, lots of beautiful stories as well. I'm excited to check this one out and read more of this. If you have read it, please let me know what you think of it in the comments. I'm very excited about it. So let us know down below. And if there is a cookbook in particular you want us to look through, make sure to also put that in the comments. If you enjoy cookbooks, make sure to follow us on Cookbook Divas. All of that information is down in the description below, and everything about Crystal Wilkinson is as well. So check her out and all of her history and all of her websites. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It means so much to us, and we'll see you on the next episode.